Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic and phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at Polkadot, see what's going on. I actually got a lot of requests yesterday as a follow-up within the video or the comments from yesterday's video asked for me to continue to cover this because people were liking it. So if you do want that, feel free to comment below. At the very least, just hit the like button every single time you watch a video of mine. It really helps grow the channel, gets this important to more people, so those moon boys stop destroying other people's accounts. Again, I'm actually fairly bullish on this coin, but with good reason, not just because I feel emotionally attached to it, which I don't, by the way, if it's any consolation. But nonetheless, let's take a quick look at the back-end data, see kind of where we're at here and go from there. And obviously, for those who took the long yesterday, still in great shape. Absolutely still not a problem there. In fact, may even be worth considering adding to your position or averaging in, just based on the simple fact that we're still seeing a lot of bullish convergence here on the daily time frame, but more importantly, the 4-hour time frame. But the more important aspect is just how well it's performing compared to Bitcoin. It's not pulling back super hard, even though it did, of course, when Bitcoin retraced. It's still maintaining higher highs and higher lows. And while we could very well still see further correction to the downside, I think the decent chance of potential upside is higher. In other words, we have a lot of good ascending potential considerations there. So let's take a quick look here. This last 3 days worth of trading, we can see a pretty significant buy order at about $5 even there, or that's not necessarily a buy order, but it is essentially a long position that has a liquidation event right there at that level. Keep in mind, liquidation events are potentially stop losses too, or somebody has a stop at $5 even. The key takeaway here is that even if we come down to that $5 level, I think we're still going to be in very good shape, and I'll explain why here in a moment. Okay, let's take a quick look at the bigger picture last 7 days and just kind of see what that tells us too, because this is what I looked at yesterday. And again, kind of reinforcing the same thing. We got this resistance range at 535 to 540. Majority of that has been swept though. We did come up a little bit higher yesterday to that 533 range. Then we take a look here at the macro. There's again a pretty decent chunk between 535 and 550. So that is kind of the next area of liquidation. There are a lot more longs than shorts in the market right now for this coin. So if you take a look there, you can see liquidation delta is high, therefore implying we have more people wanting to take longs than shorts, feeling like the price is going to go higher, which makes perfect sense. As you can see here with open interest, we got these breakout traders being unsuccessful. This is exactly why I like to reinforce not breakout trading in this kind of market, mainly because you see these late longs here at 528 to 530. There's a pretty big chunk there of people that are underwater. So now when the price comes back up to that level, this is exactly why cup and handles exist. There's going to be exit liquidity at that resistance range, and the price is going to pull back again. So strong likelihood we're going to see some resistance at 525 to 530 if we get back up there. But between now and then, if we kind of take a look, you can see lower ranges here, 480, 490. Those are areas that people have secondary most amount of interest. Okay, so we lose that level, decent chance we see a bounce or a pivot off this lower range. Other than that, let's see, take a look at the daily time frame, kind of work our way down. Keep in mind daily time frames, and I've reiterated this multiple times throughout the week, they're going to look pretty terrible considering how aggressive the selling pressure has been recently. Okay, so in order to break these descending trends, we got to break above key level trend lines and resistances. So far, we're looking pretty solid here in the sense of this 513, 515 range, this 0.5 fib level, working as somewhat of a support range. But the truth is, we're still under the 20-day SMA, not a great look. We're still under 50 on the RSI, also not great. Most coins are going to exude this behavior. I still have yet to find one. In fact, Litecoin may be the exception, which it is. I'll cover that next. One of those coins that's just ripping, right? Again, for the most part, 99% of altcoins right now are going to be, they're going to exude some bearish qualities in the daily time frame, kind of reinforcing you. If you take a long, you take a long with extreme, I wouldn't say precision, but more so prejudice, and make sure that you're just not bullishly, you don't have a bullish mindset. Because again, this does have smaller time frame confirming factors, but it still hasn't broken bullish on the macro, which is truly what you want to have more confidence in taking along. It's really the bottom line. So again, even though we did take along with Polkadot right now, we're averaged in with slightly in the red. I don't see a problem with the trade, just based on what we're seeing here so far. Quick congrats to our community though. We took some nice profits off our Cardano long from yesterday, and my premium plus spot's been, for the most part, killing it minus a Litecoin close there. We can see BNB didn't work out so well, but a lot of other additional profits here working out pretty well. So again, just throwing it out there if you're curious about how these trades are working. I have instructions on my website, of course, or the Discord, and this is just kind of our new Premium Plus bot strategy. So far, it's been profitable. $50 per trade. We've netted about $312 in the last 1 month's worth of trading. So it's been pretty decent. Again, just some nice passive income options. I'm highlighting that and touching on that because that's more successful now than swing trading in general. In other words, day trades are finding a lot more success getting in and out of the markets quickly versus holding on for too long. So you're getting tired of like being so close to taking profit and the price goes in the red, eventually stops you out. And that's a swing trade for you right now, folks. It's difficult to manage as long as you don't have super aggressive profit targets. Okay, or if you do have super aggressive profit targets, that is what's difficult to manage because nothing's going to the moon right now. And even in a bullish trend, we still don't go to the moon. That's just a dumb phrase altogether. Okay, anyways, daily time frame, we checked that off the list. Still mostly bearish. 4-hour time frame, we're over 50 on the order side. Great. Money flow index is still right there with it. While stochastic is swinging down and MACD is trying to diverge. That doesn't matter too much because we're up over both the 50 and the 20-day SMA. So this little guy here kind of indicating the current trend. So unless we break below that soundly and close below 480, I'm not bearish whatsoever on this coin. Because again, if you look at this coin and you compare it with Bitcoin, higher highs, higher lows, where Bitcoin is just literally lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so what is happening is Polkadot will pull back with Bitcoin, but it'll increase 2 to 3x of Bitcoin when Bitcoin goes up. And that's generally the coins you want to try to trade. Litecoin, again, by the way, has that similar structure with a nice little bullish flag pattern here. Okay, anyways, this isn't a Litecoin analysis, just know that's a good example of a coin that's performing well and what you want to look for. Okay, so last thing we wanted to summarize here with is Ichimoku Cloud and confirm that the window of opportunity is coming to an end. In other words, with the lag and spend getting within the price action there, generally implies that you should have secured profits on your long if you have one open. At this point though, we can see the conversion line and baseline, they're shifting gears, and we got this last leg of defense here at the cloud about 505. So the truth is, we close below that, we might see somewhat of a divergence to that 480 mark. Okay. Again, a lot of this hinges on Bitcoin though. If Bitcoin continues to pull back, we'll probably see this slow bleed out, right? See, look at this and this, still a good chart. Higher highs, higher lows, that's the important thing here, right? So again, while it's not perfect and it never truly is, this is a pretty decent chart, and I do feel like Polkadot is much more likely to increase than decrease, and it's looking statistically more likely here at this point, pending Bitcoin doesn't break its range. Stuck between 95 and 98,000, you literally buy at 95, sell at 98,000 for Bitcoin, short 98 to 95. That's pretty much the structure for the last week's worth of trading. It's what I refer to as chopped salad, just a bunch of garbage. And again, as a swing trader, preferably, I don't really like range-bound trading. It doesn't really work too well with my margins and where I like to secure profits. But again, it is what it is, and that's just kind of how it works. For the moment, we got to kind of deal with that. Anyways, I have a playout chart available on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Feel free to check it out. They look a little something like this if you're not familiar, just to give you perspective on what's available there for you. So that's all there. Obviously, if you're watching this recording, it would be up and available for you. Thanks again for your time. Do not forget to like the video every time you watch it. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Take good care of yourself. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.